my name is Ruby Mullens. I've been living in Holland, Michigan for the past 3 years, but Michigan is the 5th state that I've lived in actually, and I'm currently a student at MSU. Originally, I wanted to become an environmental scientist, but I think the Our Water Activist program really propelled me into a policy-driven approach. I am always going to want to pull into that environmental perspective, and through policy is that kind of through line. MLCV helped me kind of put together that through line of this is how all the pieces fit together. Growing up, I didn't understand. I thought politics was the problem, and in some ways it is. But going into the space through MLCV, through this nonpartisan environmental focus, which is what I'm passionate about, I was able to see, and the reason I'm still here is I realized going in legislation and talking to people and rallying community members, that's one way you can create really big and real change. And that was super inspiring to me. I think one of the best things that Our Water Activists gave to me was the in-person events that we're able to go to. I was able to go to the signing for the Clean Energy and Jobs Act, got to meet Gretchen Whitmer. A big part of the Our Water Activist program is basically it's like a training. So we're on Zoom calls, and when we're not phone banking or talking to community members or trying to organize, we are getting in-depth 1 to 2 hour trainings where it's just going in, hey, this is how the system works, this is how policies are made, this is how to mobilize, this is how to organize events, this is how to fundraise. And so there's a lot of that where it gave me this insight and background knowledge. When I did Our Water Activist program for the first time, it was spring semester of my senior year. And I'm thinking about college. I've been accepted, I'm choosing where to go, and that was actually a really big stressor over the summer was, can I even afford to go to college? So the ALEC stipend gave me the opportunity to do something I was passionate about as far as working and not have to stress a lot financially, especially as a student. And that was one of the biggest reasons that I was able to become a lead and help, grow my leadership skills in the summer, was because I knew that as a lead, you get the ALEC stipend. And so it really gave me a lot of peace of mind. After the first session of Our Water Activists, I did that again over the summer. I got an internship on Hillary Scholten's campaign for Congress. I worked for the One campaign, and then I also worked for Curtis Hotel for Congress. One of the biggest things I have learned through the Our Water Activist program is that there are people out there that care about what you care about. And if you're able to get in these spaces, sometimes it's really hard to get into these spaces. Even with, getting the MLCV internship with Our Water Activists, it's still really hard to break through that wall of actually doing something meaningful. So it takes a lot of persistence, but one of the biggest things you can do is just facilitate those conversations. That's how you win campaigns, that's how you get policy through. You can walk into your state capitol, knock on their door and say, hey, this is something that I care about. You can give them a phone call and say, hey, I care about this issue. What are you doing about it? You can do that. And that's something they don't teach you that in school. They do not teach you that in school.